Hello, Libra. Welcome to your reading for December 23rd to the 31st. This is for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to jump right into it. Libra, we are here. The end of the month, the end of the year. Happy holidays. I don't know if it's too early to say Happy New Year, Happy New Year Eve, Happy Holidays. We'll leave it at that. I'm very excited to be here. And I'm going to try to, I'm actually emotional, Libra. I'm actually emotional. Thank you so much for all your support. Thank you for being here with me all year long. If you've been here all year long, I'm going to try to make this a very meaningful last reading for 2024. And it is going to be lots happening. All right. A lot's happening. So this is definitely going to be, and if you are new to my channel, I'm going to go over what you can expect, astrologically, and then your spread. And then after that, I'm going to do a second spread, your navigation through a couple things that I think that you're going to love. So let's get started. This is a time for introspection. Okay. Being very optimistic for 2025. Okay. And I'm not talking about glass half full. I'm talking about glass overflowing, right? Because we do have these squares and, just some energies that can be really strong that I did talk about your monthly forecast or December forecast. You may feel that squeeze, okay, with the Jupiter-Saturn square. So just continue to vibrate at this really high frequency and attract everything you deserve. And you will, okay? You know how the law of attraction works. Now, here are the dates, right? And we're going to go through them. But just remember, these are just the peak of the aspects. Jupiter, Saturn, those are two outer planets. They move slow. So you're possibly already feeling Jupiter square Saturn, and you will continue to feel it moving into, even like mid-January. And you'll feel it. You'll feel it. Okay. And so we're going to do a little bit of a deeper dive there. I'm going to spend a little bit more time with you, Libra, because there's a lot happening for you. All right, Libra Nation. But just so you know, we also have that new moon, right? And I love this new moon for you, but it is kind of a tricky new moon. So again, I'll talk you through it. Now, if you are a cross watcher, if you watch for your rising, your moon, or for your husband, your kid, whatever it is, just know the mutable signs, that would be Gemini, Pisces, Sagittarius, and Virgo, really going to feel the impact, especially the first half of this, okay? But you are definitely going to feel that new moon, right? All the cardinal signs are really it's going to have a big impact on y'all. Now, December 24th, this is Tuesday. That's when we have Jupiter square Saturn, 14 degrees. This is exact, okay? So this is Christmas Eve if you celebrate that, but regardless, the Jupiter square Saturn. All right. Now, remember, Jupiter expands and Saturn contracts, right? Jupiter amplifies, Saturn reduces, Saturn restricts. So this is all about your beliefs, your belief system, the big picture that you've been working on for yourself, wisdom, inner wisdom, things that you want to grow, all of that being tested by Saturn now. Okay. Saturn wants to know how committed you are. Do you know your limits, right? Are you bringing structure and stability into your life when it comes to everyday activities, when it comes to health matters, when it comes to work, your duties, responsibilities, when it comes to work, because that's all that sixth house energy for you, okay? And with the fact that Jupiter is in Gemini in your ninth house of spirituality and your belief system and wisdom anyway, you may feel that squeeze. All right. So we are going to have this again, June 2025. But then we have this really nice breathing room where we don't have Jupiter square Saturn until March 2036. All right. So almost a decade there. But just know that Jupiter square Saturn, it's part of a larger cycle that started with a Jupiter-Saturn conjunction in December 2020. So think about what was happening around that time for you. All right. So this is just part of the package, these squares. All right. So part of life, it just, these squares is helping you work through challenges in a way where you're being practical, pragmatic, where you're learning to be patient and go within and come out being the best version of yourself. And please don't undervalue yourself, because that Saturn's going to test you. And this is just staying true to you, being your authentic self and staying optimistic, because it is Jupiter. Now, Saturn here, which is Capricorn's ruler during Capricorn season, is saying, what do you want for your long-term goals, Libra, Libra Nation? There may be some limits, okay? There may be some restrictions that Saturn's going to impose right now, all right? And you just kind of have to navigate through that. Saturn's going to bring those reality checks, again, for you and your everyday activities. So Saturn is definitely going to test you. Even if you're being your authentic self, you still may feel Saturn just like asking, hey, do you really, really, really want this? Is this your long-term goal? Because Saturn is going to, look for cracks. All right. So just know that you may feel a squeeze. Every Libra is different. Some of y'all, it's going to be, water off a, Libra's back, right? For some of y'all, it may be like a 3 or 4 or 5. You never know. You never know. All right. Remember, Saturn is all about discipline. And, you want to show them that you're hardworking and you're committed to your personal and professional goals, right? Saturn is karma. Saturn does reward you. All right. So anything that you have to change around this time, just know some of y'all may to adjust your path to enlightenment. All right. Your finish line, your goals, your end game, your legacy. All right. Now, we did have Jupiter square Saturn in August. And so you've been feeling Jupiter square Saturn pretty much since fall. You had a little bit of a breather in your birthday season in October, all right? But that's how long a Jupiter-Saturn square can last, for some time. So it happened mid-August, but we also had Mars square Saturn that time too. So there you could have felt a little bit of a squeeze. So think about, August, mid-August, I would just say August and September, those months. Was there anything there that you felt that squeeze that you had to really, really come out on top? And I'm going to give you a real life example here. Okay. So if you're a subscriber, you may remember what happened to me. Okay. So Saturn really tested me at that point. Remember, so I have a dog, Ruby, my little Ruby. She was going through health issues. She, the herniated disc that was discovered back in March. And then just out of the blue hip injury that came out of nowhere. And so when we got to August, I'd hit, the $15,000 mark in terms of expenses for, weekly physical therapy, for, the neurologist, for the MRIs, for, acupuncture, muscle shock therapy, 2 different vets, like the medicines, like everything just kept adding up. And I'm an Aquarius. So Saturn, for Aquarians, that's our second house, right? So really testing our, like money, finances, where we're feeling that squeeze. Okay. On top of that though, I'm still, so there's, obviously that'll bring a little bit of stress. And so, but on top of that, I'm still doing your signs every week, all 12 signs. And I don't have any help. I don't have a helper. There's a lot of that goes in the back end on top of my full-time job. And on top of that, I had finished a book, a young adult novel that I'm very excited about, that I was working on it for years, and starting the editing process. And if, for any sort of book, 80% of writing a book is editing, right? And so a lot was going on, and I hit this major, major writer's block. In August, I had all these things happening with Ruby. And then you may remember I was also hospitalized at the end of August. And so even the very day I got out of the hospital, Ruby tore a ligament in her knee. And so it just didn't seem to end. And so did I feel limited? Yes. Did I feel restricted? Yes. Did I feel the squeeze of Saturn? Yes. But remember, Saturn is life lessons. Did I learn my lesson? Did I learn working 60 to 80 hours a week doesn't work for me? Did I learn, there was a lot that I learned. There was a lot that I had to learn. Okay. And so that's what Saturn is. Saturn, yes, is considered a malefic planet, but Saturn is actually truly on your side, right? So he wants you to grow. He wants you to thrive, but sometimes he is going to make you do it through the hard way, right? So I just had to learn to chill and focus on me. And focus on me and, kind of sort things out on my end. All right. So I know my limits now. And so if you can learn from the things that you went through August and September, this may be a little bit easier. There are different aspects that are overlapping this. So it may feel a little bit different though. All right. So just know you can change anything that you need to change, even your belief system, even like for you particularly, because Saturn is in your 6th house, your everyday, your routines. Maybe there's going to be something here where Saturn's testing you. Like, is this really the same routine that you want for 2025? Right? So Libra, that's all I'm saying, because it's more about that introspective journey with Jupiter retrograde. That's what you want to do anyway. And you don't want to spread yourself thin, especially with Mars retrograde as well in Leo, which we're in the thick of it now. Okay. It's in your 11th house, your hopes, your wishes, your dreams, your future. And you're feeling that squeeze, right? That's strong in itself. And I'll probably talk about that in a future live stream, because we are in the thick of it, even though I've said it like 5 or 6 times. I kept preparing y'all, because I do read your comments and I know how big of an impact it has, but when you're actually in it, like, you're just like, what? And it's also, your friendships, groups you belong to, your communities, relationships with other people. Like, that's all Mars retrograde in Leo for you, where you could feel a little bit like, it's delays, it's pride, it's egos at play, it's questioning loyalty, it's all of those things. Anyway, we'll talk about that later. But just know, work with these energies. All right. Don't let them work you. Okay. And the more that you find these aspects impact you, the more adjustments you might need to make. All right. Now, if you do have a good memory, Libra, May to June 2016 was the last time we had that. Okay. This aspect where, all right, if you want to think about around that time. Now, Thursday, December 26th, Mercury's going to be opposite Jupiter and square Saturn. Very interesting day. First, let's talk about Mercury opposite Jupiter. This one is very interesting. This is fun, by the way. And I encourage you to be very social. Libra Nation, y'all are so social. Use it. Okay. I want you to be social this day. This is really great because remember, Mercury is in Sagittarius, Jupiter's in Gemini. They're in their opposite sides. I mean, there's a mutual reception here, and it's an odd one, but it's still, they're doing this really fun secret fist bump behind the scenes for you. So there's something here bringing this bouncy, fun, lively, spirited, big ideas, exciting conversations, seeking the higher meaning in life, that kind of energy. Okay. Mercury, the planet of communication, is in your 3rd house. All right. In Sagittarius. So I can see y'all just being very social this day anyway. And Jupiter has always been known as the king of the gods because he is the wisdom bringer. Right. So just something here may hit home for you. All right. Knowing your truth. It's very optimistic, expanding the higher mind, very wise owl. People who have this aspect in their chart is super fun. They can talk and people listen. All right. Like Stevie Nicks, Olivia Rodrigo, Obama, they all have it. Now, Mercury square Saturn. We literally had this 20 days ago. Remember, I told you in your monthly forecast, we're going to have this twice. We had it December 6th. Just think about what happened around that time. I mean, again, there may be something here where you were not seeing eye to eye with an authority figure for you. Maybe, healthcare professional, maybe doctor, maybe a colleague as well, maybe even a vet. There just may, something here. Or just around this time, that may happen. There also may be, it's one of those aspects where you want to be mindful about the things that you do say around this time as well, especially with Mars retrograde. But just know that, you create your reality. Okay. So remember that you have the power to choose. So you always want to vibrate at that high frequency and choose that. Now, you want to work with Saturn's rules, Saturn's energy. So don't fight it. Just work with it. Okay. Saturn is going to reward you. Now, Friday, December 27th, Venus squares Uranus. This is interesting for y'all. So first things, so for Libra, so you got Uranus, the ruler of Aquarius, squaring Venus, which is currently in Aquarius. There is a degree of feeling free, seeking freeness, freedom, breath of fresh air, breathing room, right? This aspect is all about breakthroughs or breakups or breakdowns for breakthroughs, okay? With friendships, with lovers, with whatever for you. All right. Whatever for you. All right. There's something here. All right. There's something here for you, particularly Libra, with like sex and romance, because Venus, we all know about Venus, is in your 5th house of procreation and true love and romance. family, children, creativity, all of that. But then you've got Uranus and Taurus in your 8th house. So there's that intensity when it comes to relationships and sex. Yeah. So just keep that in mind. There may be something here on a really, you see what's happening here. All right. So also there could be just a big breakthrough that you have. Okay. Maybe it is creativity, because 8th house is also death and rebirth. It's transformation. It's regeneration. And there's also, remember, it's not limited to love. There could be something here with like a business partner, like, colleague. There's something here. But if you are in a healthy relationship, you're going to be fine. Okay. This aspect is just asking you to do something fun and different and spontaneous. That's all it's saying. All right. Go cliff diving with your partner, order, some clothes from Banana Republic, whatever you want to do. Just do something different that you've never done before. This is all about, remember, Uranus is surprises, unexpected. So you want to be able to do that, because that's going to bring that fun element, right? Uranus, the great awakener, right? So there could be something bigger here, even ideas. Yeah. Now, kicking off the next week, Monday, and pretty much we're kicking off 2025, the second new moon of December, the new moon in Capricorn. It's happening about 5:30 p.m. my time, Eastern Standard Time, New York City time. So remember, convert that. If you're setting intentions, manifesting for new moons, you want to do it right at the time or after, because it doesn't really work before a new moon. So just keep that in mind. All right. So now it's this new moon in Capricorn. That's your 4th house. Okay. So for a lot of Libras, there's going to be something new that's happening here in terms of you're probably moving. You're probably getting a roommate. You're probably doing a big renovation, redecorating your entire place. There's something here where you're probably also, I wouldn't be surprised if you are having a baby. Okay. There you go. All right. Maybe buying property, real estate. It's your 4th house. Something with a significant other here. All right. So very, very nice, because you got this Saturn ruled new moon in Capricorn during Capricorn season. That's going to be sextiling Saturn. It's big. And it's at a cardinal degree. It's a late 9 degree, rounding up to 10. So, I mean, true new beginning here. True new beginning. But just remember, there is a sense of any new moon in Capricorn, like being disciplined, grounding yourself, but feeling ambitious, all that Capricorn energy, not only having a plan, but committing to it. Okay. For setting up realistic, secure long-term goals. Okay. I did say in your annual forecast, Libra, the corresponding full moon in Capricorn in July 2025 is one of the best, if not the best, full moon in 2025. All right. So what rewards do you want to reap by then? What blessings do you want to yield by then? So really, truly set intentions. All right. Now, remember I said it's kind of tricky. Not only do you have all these squares happening, but 2 days after the new moon is when we have the Mars-Pluto opposition. And that is also strong. That's also very strong here. All right. So you'll be feeling it this week as well. So just don't get distracted. Just set your intentions. All right. You're going to be fine. Be your authentic self. All right. Now, let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you. Oh, and the other thing, like after I do your spread, then I'm going to break it down. And I'm going to use another deck here, but we're going to go through some lunations and some other things. Oh, we're going to talk about Chiron. Oh, you're going to love this. You're going to love this. You're going to love New Year's Eve, Libra. You. Yeah, I love what's happening for you. So, Libra, let's see what's going on for you. All right, for December 23rd to the 31st for Libra rising, and Libra moon. All right. Libra. Oh, Libra. Y'all are amazing. Y'all look amazing today. Thanks so much for being here. And I do a traditional cut across spread. It does offers the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will. Secondly, Libra, you know that I love y'all. This is gonna be, remember, y'all 2025 is gonna big year. Okay, so let's see what's going on, Libra. Let's see what's going on for you. All right, so let's see. Yeah. This is okay. So you're good. there's something that, ooh, you're gonna, something's gonna definitely, there is a true end and a new beginning for you. So, wow. All right, let's get started. I mean, okay, you got the Five of Pentacles. So, you're moving into this period, right? December 23rd to the 31st, in a place where you may just feel like you're not feeling a little bit supported. You may feel that there is some distance with a partnership, with a relationship, or with friends, or even with family. There's something in your physical world that's coming up really big for me. Pentacles are your physical reality anyway, by the way. But there is a sense of like don't be hard on yourself. Remember what I said, the energies are really strong, and you want to stay optimistic. You want to vibrate at that high frequency. You don't want anything to pull you into that low frequency energy, because then it's harder to attract the things that you want. Okay. So there even could be something like financially here, especially because it is Pentacles as well, where you may feeling a little bit of like, a little bit of squeeze there, but it really is, again, for me, it just feels like something you feel like it's holding you back. Something may be holding you back. There is a sense of it's this mindset, again, based on what's happening in like a circumstance in your physical world. All right. But you got the Empress in the heart of your spread. And so remember, you create your reality. And as long as you move out of that headspace and take care of business, anything that you have to do, any conversations you have to have, you're going to be so good. You got a goddess. You got Miss Aphrodite here with, by the way, your ruling planet, Venus here as well. You see the symbol of Venus in the third shaped heart. So this is love. This is super conscious love. This is a lot of passion. This is abundance. This is optimism. This is total abundance. So you're definitely going to feel that. You have the capacity to feel all of that abundance. All right. For this time period, this is going to be absolutely amazing. She holds that golden scepter that creates all this abundance, right? She is Miss Universe here. And she also, there is this element of like sensuality here. All right. So remember what I said. You may be feeling a lot of that other, because there's sexuality with the Empress as well. Now, there is something new happening for you in a big way. Okay. The Empress is a 3, so it's a lot of growth, a lot of creative energy as well. You may feel that creative energy flowing. And remember, when I say creativity, you want to think of the word create, right? Procreation, recreation, creativity, all of that is from create. So I want you to create something new, and you may find it happening already. All right. She's pregnant. So remember what I said about having kids and stuff like. But even if that's not a thing for y'all, there's the birth of new things, creation, right? So it could be something that's filling you with this abundance. She's chill. Look at her, just so comfortable. I mean, this is going to be great. Okay. Really, really wonderful. 3 is also, like I said, the birth of new things. Now, you see that you got the Wheel of Fortune, but you got the Wheel of Fortune in your challenge area. So it just seems like for me, there's something that you're going to have to wait a little bit longer for. And remember, this is just, until the end of December, and the new moon doesn't happen until the end anyway. But there may be something that you may have to be waiting a little bit longer for. It's going to be fine because you're going to be chill. You're going to be feeling that abundance. The other thing is there may be something that you really wanted that hasn't really, it's almost like a door that hasn't opened up for you that you were like hoping, or even thinking like hoping that you had luck around. Just bear that in mind. All right. Just there may be something there, but again, you have the Empress. So it's almost like you're just like, oh, you're, sipping your Sprite. You're just like, okay, well, I know that the things that I want are coming. Okay. And again, for you, a lot of the things that's coming up for me energetically is like this mindset, seeing things in a different way. But this is really great. Now, yeah, the Lovers as well. All right. So, one of the reasons why this is big, the fact that you got the Empress and the Lovers, is because of what I'm going to tell you later with Chiron, with your North Node, okay, and your 7th house of partnerships and relationships, which you've been working with all year. All right. Now, that's really great. There is partnership activity there. All right. And there is a sense of be in a place of like healing, right? You have this archangel. You have Archangel Raphael, the healer, by the way, in your crown. Like, there's this divine energy that you could just be so in the zone, very spiritually active, spiritually driven, knowing that you do have the power to choose. I mean, this is all about choice, right? The Lover's card, all right? Having this option. So partnerships, relationships could really be on your mind, but also the big thing is like the way that you see them, or shift the way that you're seeing them if you're in one. Um, there's this abundance that's, I mean, you see the full abundance of the sun here too with the Empress. So I really love that energy for you. This is really great. This is, when I say super conscious love, I mean, you got Archangel Raphael with, I mean, he's blessing you with all this love energy. So it's a whole other level. Love it. I mean, you got the Page of Pentacles too. And the root of your spread, the Page of Pentacles. There's likely something new that's going to be happening for you here. Okay? Or new direction that you want to move in, or something new that you want to start, maybe a new job, maybe a side hustle, with the Page of Pentacles. And it's very likely that it is going to happen. All right. Page of Pentacles, by the way, he's kind of like the biggest student out of the pages. Like he really wants to learn, And you do have Mercury in Sagittarius in your third house. So it's not just communication, it's intellect, it's learning new things, it's being curious about things, and really taking it to this other level. So I love this for you. And it can be, again, something finance related, but definitely it's part of your transformation. All right. And something big. Now, you have the Ten of Swords in your future. I don't mind that. Ten of Swords is just saying that there is going to be a point where everything that you're just like if you feel like you've had, there's so much going on up here, you see 10 as the end. Okay. So 1 0 was 1, new beginning. You see the sun actually coming out, and you already got the sun in the Lover's card there. And this is the only card where those dark clouds are clearing, right? So the end of the suit. So remember what I said, learning from anything that may have happened in August or September, right? So you never have to go through that experience again. This is all about learning those lessons, learning any lesson, all right? Moving into this new cycle. And karmically, you're on a karmic journey, right? So never having to go through those experiences because you learned from it and you graduated from it, all right? And you became a better version of yourself from it, right? So just keep that in mind. But yeah, there may be something here in the future where it may feel, again, there may be a little bit of just, I'm going to clarify this for you, but it's up here where it's like, I have to not take this perspective, this way of thinking, or this type of energy with me, okay, in 2025. It's got it, all right, because it's been really weighing me down, okay? Yeah, and then you got the Knight of Wands, who, by the way, is Sagittarius, all right? So very, very nice here. Very nice. That's just, you're ready to go. You're on a mission. Boom, boom, boom. And by the way, I didn't mention, with this mutual reception with Jupiter and Gemini, Mercury and Sagittarius, some of y'all may be traveling, actually, okay? Planning a trip, too. That'll be really great for you. That's going to be very nice. But there could be something here travel-related for you, all right? But Knight of Wands, just let's go. Let's take that action. Let's go after my ambitions, my purpose, my everything that, I know that is waiting for me, my finish line, my goals. Let's get to your stuff. Wow. Libra, this is big. A lot happening here. That Empress. Woo. If you like this reading, by the way, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I appreciate that. And I love y'all. Libra Nation, y'all are amazing. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Look at this. Okay. There is something that when I told you with that Ten of Swords, let's leave it. You got to leave it. You got to end it. Okay? It's got to be something that liberates you, that makes you feel free. And when you leave it, there's no sense in going back to it. Keep that in mind. You got the Nine of Pentacles, which is really great. This is really wonderful. There is a sense of, I want that. It's almost like there's a sense of that breakthrough energy. Really pay attention to that. There is a sense of like wanting to break through, wanting to have this break free. Again, that freedom, feeling free. Self-sufficiency is big here. Saturn is all about discipline, as I mentioned earlier, but that comes up here as well with the Nine of Pentacles. All right, there is a sense of like I was really disciplined, I was really determined, I was really, sticking to my guns, to my plans to get to this place where I'm reaping my rewards now. Obviously coming after the Eight of Pentacles. That's the reward that you reap, standing in your own garden with all this abundance, all this wealth, all this harvest. You also got the only two cards in all of tarot where you have the symbol of Venus, right? Out of all 78 cards. And as you know, Venus is your ruling planet. So really, really nice. So continue to move in that direction and don't doubt yourself. This is confidence, okay? It's regal. Now, you also have the Four of Wands. And when it comes to, and that's in your physical reality, okay? So there's something here where you just don't have to worry about stressing about money or anything like that, right? So now you got the Four of Wands here. Really great with that Knight of Wands, Four of Wands in your external factors area. So that is a card of celebration and hitting a milestone, celebrating something. So it looks like there is something that is really motivating you. Okay, maybe it's a promotion. Maybe it is having a baby. Maybe it's getting married. Maybe it's, meeting someone. Again, look at the couple here. They're outside of the castle. And so, again, that element of feeling free and freeness is coming up for you. All right, so trust your intuition. Go with God. Let your intuition guide you. Be your authentic self. It looks like something's about to happen. Looks like something's going to happen. All right. So this is really nice. You got that Ace of Swords as well. Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. The Ace of Swords is all about breakthroughs. Okay. Especially up here, mental breakthrough. It's also having like a breakthrough in a conversation and part of conversation, breakthrough with, maybe having a contract agreement, something like that there. Right. You see the theme here. Breakthroughs is a big thing for you, and also like having that sense of freeness and freedom, and it feels really good. And the Empress, like, ooh, that abundance. It's really nice. So continue to move forward. Now, you have the Five of Cups and your final outcome. Do you remember your last week's reading? Okay. I would look at that. Okay. So once again, you see that the cups are spilled. All right. You can't do anything. They're spilled. All right. Look at the two cups behind him. All right. So there's hope in every card, by the way, right? Like even with the Five of Pentacles here, you see the pentacles, they're shaped as an anchor. They're anchor of hope. And they're literally outside a church. They have all this support. All they have to do is look up, right? So there's, again, every card has, anyway, let go of the past. All right. And here's the thing. The past and history, two separate things, right? Let your past become history. This is all about moving forward, crossing the bridge. You see the water going on the bridge, by the way, crossing the bridge and having your moment, being in your happy place and being in that place of abundance, letting that go, knowing that it was meant to be spilled. All right. And this is someone who just can't let something go. I'll even clarify this Five of Cups for you. You got the Two of Pentacles. All right. So yeah, it may be a little bit harder for you to let go with that Two of Pentacles, but there is going to be a sense of like where I'm going to have to, Libras are all about balance, right? Two of Pentacles is one of the most imbalanced cards. You just got the foot off the ground. The pentacles are a little, right? The waves are a little off. So it's all about having things come together. Even if it's a lot of things that are going on in your life, really just for you, having things come together and not being like all over the place, all right? And so you're going to have to let something go. And then there you go with the Seven of Wands. It does seem like you might really not want to let something go. But again, you have a lot to look forward to here. The Seven of Wands, what's really interesting about this, that is a Leo card. Remember, Mars is retrograde in Leo. And so there is a sense of that's your hopes, your wishes, your dreams. So yeah, in a sense, it is like standing your ground, but there is some decision that you have to make. And it's also, your friendships, groups who belong to communities, things like that. So this is just saying, don't let anything get in your way. Make the decisions you need to make for things to come together, for the things that you desire All right. But no, you're not going to find it in the past. That's all it's saying. All right. So there may be something that happens where it's just like, okay, I'm having so much fun. Things are really great. Things are moving forward. A lot of great things are happening. But why can't I let this one thing go? You've got to let it go. Whatever you have to do. If even going deep in your subconscious, there is something that could have this emotional hold on you. That's time to, and it could be something that happened in the far, far, far past. You know, like let's maybe that's, you know, part of your journey where you have to really think about that. Okay. But it's like, do, and then, so, but also at the same time, like once you let that go, then yeah, you can feel like things are all this movement happening in your life, and there's, you know, some options coming through as well. Okay. Opportunities and options, you going forward over them to the point where people are just like, you may feel that people are jealous of you, things like that. All right. So now let's get to, but just, you know, when I say let it go, you intuitively would know what I am talking about, Libra. All right. You would know. Every Libra is different. All right. So, and cups are love, emotions, feelings, things like that. Intuition, wonderment. So now let's break it down. Let's do your little navigation. Let's navigate you through these lunations. December 22nd, we do have a last quarter moon in your sign. All right. Now, last quarter moons, you don't want to really initiate anything. It's more about planning and setting yourself up and building up that energy for the new moon. Okay. So just keep that in mind. And then on the 23rd, you're going to love this. The moon is still in your sign. So the, 22nd, 23rd. Moon in Libra, all right, your sign. So you may be going through some big moments, big decisions too, okay? Especially with partnerships, relationships. Now, here's the thing. We have an amazing trine, air trine, because Venus is in Aquarius, Jupiter's in Gemini, the 3 air signs here. Please be social. This is a great time to even like make friends, just big energy around partnerships, just an FYI. Maybe even like legal matters too. Now, on the 24th, the moon is void. I'll talk more about, void moon and like future, maybe like live streams, but just don't really initiate anything or have an important phone call or conversation up until like 3 p.m. this day. Okay. You always want to avoid that when the moon is void. Now, Wednesday, December 25th, Christmas. There you go. If you celebrate it, and even if you don't, the moon's going to be in Scorpio. That's big. That is deep. That is all about the feels. That's really going deep, having that depth, deep conversations, really good heart to hearts around this time as well. But you could be going really deep. Okay. There's something here with money too. You may be thinking about money around this time. All right. Now, Friday, December 27th to Sunday, December 29th, the moon will be in Sagittarius. That's just really fun. All right. And again, y'all may take little trips, weekend trips. Do it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be very fun. I wouldn't be surprised if some of y'all start writing something too, or start something new here. Or you're just going to be very social. Now, Saturday, December 28th, that's when Chiron goes direct. I've talked about this, but what's the most important is the 30th and New Year's Eve, Tuesday the 31st, and even January 1st, when Mercury will trine Chiron. Wow. Chiron is with your North Node in your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. Chiron is the wounded healer. And so there is healing old wounds around this time. That's speaking healing words into existence. That is letting these things go. That's, moving forward with, constructive conversations and this can be career. This can be love. This can be, again, like your nanny, whoever it is, just one-on-one commitments here. But this is beautiful. This is wonderful. Remember, Mercury is in Sagittarius, all right? Your 3rd house of communication. So really love this for you. So let's see what's going on for y'all. Okay. So I love the way that you're moving into New Year's Eve, New Year in 2025, but let's see what's going on for y'all for the new moon in Capricorn. Oh gosh. For the new moon in Capricorn. Let me get those again. For the new moon in Capricorn that's happening on the 30th. All right. So remember, this is in your 4th house. There's going to be things with home, significant other, parents, children, real estate, decorating things like that. Your home sector, the foundations of your life, Libra. All right. So I'm using the Aquarian deck because we are in the age of the brink of the age of Aquarius. Now, new moon in Capricorn for Libra. Let's see. Oh, I need my glasses. Ooh. Okay, so you're going to be good. You're going to be fine. You've got the Page of Cups. Yeah. You got the Six of Wands. And then Judgment. Oh, yeah. That's amazing. So, yeah. Is there a lot of love energy here? Absolutely. Is there a lot of rising above? Yes, 1,000%. Is there a lot of recognition? Yes. With that Six of Wands, that's public recognition. That is, taking inspired action to, get that attention that you deserve. It's honors, it's achievements. Page of Cups, something that's allowing you to follow your bliss. There could be someone coming into your life around that new moon. Pages are messengers as well. There could be intuitive messages that you receive. Pay attention to your dreams as well. But also, yeah, just, maybe through an email or a text or, phone call. Sorry, I was thinking about Judgment. Judgment. This is really great. All right. So there is this big awakening you're going to have. All right. This big spiritual awakening. Another, breakthrough card. I really love this. Okay.